Okay, the time is now 7 o'clock. I'd like to call this Economic Development Commission meeting to order for Thursday, May 16th. And we'll start off with roll call, so we'll start off here. Just state your name.
Denise Strocher.
Tom Sinkowitz.
June Gagnon.
Any additions to the agenda that we need to consider? No. Okay. Next item, approval of the minutes from April 18th, 2024.
I'd like to make a motion to approve them. I didn't see any issue with them.
I did not either, so okay, motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second, please.
Okay, second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. No opposed, no abstentions, motion carries. All right, item E, public participation.
Did you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Well, hi everybody. My name is Justin Gerard. I'm a small business owner here in Plainfield. I own Girard Hobby Shop. I'm in southern Plainfield, just behind Route 12 Taco. So it's a card shop. Mostly sell like Pokemon cards, a little bit of sports cards, stuff like that. But actually talked to Shannon today and just kind of checking things out. You know, just want to see if there's anything I can kind of get involved with, or you know, just use the resources as a small business owner here in Plainfield. Kind of come and check things out.
Yeah, welcome.
Great.
Hey,
Thank you.
What are those cards called that aren't sports?
Pokemon cards.
Yeah, but they're called something else.
You can
Not
say
sports.
TCG, so like trading card games.
Trading. Are they still popular?
Well, crazy.
Crazy.
It's great to know.
Yeah.
Is there opportunity to ask some questions about, more in-depth questions, or is that the way it
No, you can certainly do.
Just curious to know, what are your needs as a customer?
So right now, I'm looking to expand on my marketing, looking to get more funding to expand the marketing, also with like signage, like kind of a marketing budget with my social media. Also looking to eventually get an employee. You know, like right now, just me doing everything. I have a lot of work to do. You know, but that's so that's something I kind of want.
And nobody can do it like you can.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
So you know, once you get it organized, then you know what you're gonna need from someone.
And then I also think some of the other things that I want to explore, if there's any grants available, there's just resources that I've never explored, never tried to tap into. So I think it's kind of somewhere to kind of look at. I guess the third thing would be, again, kind of like to use money towards more equipment, expanding. And I think like all three of those options would kind of all go together, just to expand more, build, just keep going, growing. And I do have a good community that comes to my shop, once or twice a week to play card games. So I've kind of been building up that side of my business. So it's not just selling stuff, it's also people come to the shop for a few hours at a time.
Socialize.
Yeah,
Nice.
and it's a great outlet for a lot of people that I didn't really even expect when I went into this. There's it's kind of like a great perk to this whole business. That I kind of feel like there's a purpose, even more than just selling stuff.
Sounds interesting. I wanted to suggest, Tom belongs to the PBA, the Plainfield Business Association, and maybe you can connect with him on when they meet.
Yeah, I've like kind of looked into a couple different things. Like I went to a meeting once at the Greater Norwich Chamber of Commerce.
Right.
Just because I went to high school in Norwich, I kind of knew more like Norwich kind of stuff. But just never really joined, but I kind of feel like I'm at a point now where I should probably look into other.
Yeah, there's benefits. So
Yeah.
I actually just came from the Northeastern Chamber of Commerce event at that Hope Lodge in Musa.
Oh,
I just came from that great event. There was like 80 people there.
Yeah.
So great to connect with people.
Yeah, and that's what I love talking to people too. So.
Yeah.
And Hope Lodge, they're doing well.
Mm.
They're another business that
Yeah.
started in, I think 21, was it?
Yeah.
They had a ribbon cutting.
Yeah.
And they made an old VFW into a beautiful hall. So they're good ones, and you can connect with them at the PBA too.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I want to just talk to people and, you know, I also talk to like other, friends that are business owners, and it's just kind of cool. I feel like I've had a good connection between business owners lately. So I just want to talk to more people. Yeah.
I also heard you mention when expanding your marketing, like signage. So I run actually a signage business that's like 1,500 feet away from here.
Oh,
It's
sweet.
called Cine Imaging Systems. And so if you're looking to do like outside signage, so you know like those each stake ones, you know, like campaign size signs, or a banner, you know, banner or permanent signage to go on like a signpost or something.
Yeah.
Like we do all sorts of material
Cool.
printing for outside signs. So
Yeah, that's something that I've wanted to do.
Mhm.
Just haven't even explored it
Yeah.
yet. But I need to.
Yeah, down the road. I can tell you, one of the things that goes over well in this town is the H-stake promotional signs, you know, the campaign lawn signs, things. So they're like, when there's an event going on, there's actually people around town that they'll look in certain areas because they'll know that there's a whole bunch of signs there. It's like for a breakfast, you know, or some other type of fundraiser event going on. There's certain intersections where you always see this. So it's also not a bad way to promote, you know, an event or a business.
Yeah. No, that's
some
a
of
good
these
idea.
areas too.
So you mentioned events.
Yep.
Are these events that could be published in a calendar or posted in social media?
Possibly.
Like what sort of events
so-
are they?
So I do like people come to the shop to play like most of the time like play the Pokemon trading card game.
Okay.
So like there's people that collect the cards for fun, but then there's people that actually play like people play Magic, the Gathering. You know, it's just like another card game where you compete against one person at a time, but there's a group of people. So like every Saturday afternoon, we have the Pokemon tournaments, usually every single Saturday. And lately we've been having a dozen people, you know, consistently.
Great.
Wow.
This past week.
What's your capacity?
So I just expanded. Right now I'm at like, I could do 28 people.
Nice.
I like took down part of a wall to like make like two rooms kind of like together into like one big one. Yeah, so I kind of like doubled that space, and then my retail space is pretty small. It's maybe like 250 square feet, but the whole location that I rent is about 2,400 square feet. And then I have like office space. I also sell things online, you know, stuff like that. So, but the in-person stuff has really taken over lately, and it's been my main focus. Yeah, it's great. We just have like a good group of people. It's just kind of cool to see. Like have like a mechanic, you know, and just got working a long day, comes to play a card game, you know, and it's like people's places kind of unwind, you know, have some sodas, you know, and just
Absolutely.
hang out with friends. So
I'd like to come visit some.
Yeah.
Curious.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
And we're gonna plan once he kind of finishes
Gonna do
all,
it.
everything he wants for thinking of ribbon cutting.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
That's what-
yeah, a great way to advertise.
That
the
helps
space.
a lot. You
Yeah.
can get good
Yeah.
advertising from that.
yeah, because I think like right now, because I don't have a sign, and I'm actually on
Right, you
Ruby
gotta get
Road.
ready for that.
Okay, yeah.
Like kind of tucked in the corner on the side. Most people don't even know I'm there, but once they do know I'm there,
Absolutely.
they love it. So
Yeah.
It's terrific that you came tonight. I'm also new to the community too, and I'm desperately looking for places to meet people in town.
Yeah.
So what you're doing is fantastic for me. You know, my resource, where I go to find whatever I can about this community has been the town of Plainfield, not the town of Plainfield, the Plainfield residents group on Facebook.
Yeah,
You know, so
yeah.
that's a place you can post. Facebook is
Yeah.
really good with, you know, searching for events if somebody's available. Certain, you know,
Well,
I'm sure you know all this,
yeah.
but
Well,
this
yeah,
is where I go.
That's been like, all my organic
Yep.
growth has just come from social media.
Mhm.
I don't spend much money on ads
Great.
online. It's just people, like having like good Google reviews, you know, Facebook reviews, and a lot of word of mouth. To the point that it's kind of the major direction that I've gone so far,
Perfect.
but I think I need more now. I
Yeah.
gotta get more serious.
But this is a good step, is the fact that you came out here, you know, and introduced your business to us, because, you know, I certainly, you know, didn't know that.
No, exactly.
That you existed, so, I mean, with the networking that, you know, a lot of us do here, you know, that can come up in conversation, like, oh, you know,
Yeah.
I'm looking for a place that, you know, has cards, you know, or
Yeah.
certain
Or
opportunities,
hey.
like,
Hey, I found some old Pokemon cards in the attic, you know, where do I go to get rid of those?
yeah.
That's the kind of stuff that I get a lot of word of mouth, you know, traction from, but yeah, that's why I like talking to people. You never know who you're gonna meet.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks again.
Yeah.
Still public comment?
Yeah.
Do you know Steve
Yeah.
of the CNS?
Yep, yep.
Because he's getting older, he's going to retire right now. He might
Yeah.
have something
I'm
interested in.
I'm friends with him
Good.
online, like we've talked before. It's funny, he does like the old sports,
Yeah.
and I'm like the other stuff. that I follow.
Non-sport, yeah.
So it's like, it's cool, we send people to each other.
That's
Thank
great.
you.
And then there's, the PBA has a big event at the end of the summer,
Mhm.
and you can rent a space there, bring your business
Yeah, gets a lot of foot
there.
traffic,
A lot of
so,
people.
Yeah.
and a lot of kids, you know, it's family oriented, so I'm sure there'd be, you know, younger people would love
They'd like
to
to
check
see
that
that.
out, you know.
I think the last event, I think I had an event that I was like vending at. I do like car shows.
Okay.
Like in a month, I have one coming up at Mohegan Sun. So, but yeah, I think I was busy that week.
Yeah, yeah.
Otherwise, I would have tried.
Yeah, no, still got plenty of time, it's not until September, we moved it out of August, because it was just kind of ridiculously hot.
Yeah.
Turned a lot of
It
people
was
away.
pretty hot.
August,
Yeah.
Plainfield Business Association.
What was the event?
Oh, a Celebrate Plainfield Day.
Oh, okay. And
Celebrate Plainfield.
Art, what was the organization that you mentioned?
CNS Sports and Hobbies, it's up the street.
Marijuana grows.
Thank you.
All right. Next item is under old business, oh, sorry, reports. F, under reports.
Okay, so for reports, I have current applications, there's been some updates to it. The USDA grant, we don't know yet, that one is over the summer at some point. We did not get the aquatics grant. They said we had a strong application, but we were denied because they focused on the Connecticut River. I guess there's a big hydrilla issue, so all of the funding went towards that. We haven't heard from the FEMA grant yet. Title III Senior Resources has been submitted. We should find out soon. The Senior Resource ARPA grant, we were awarded, so we got $34,510. That paid for the Chevy Traverse senior vehicle, the registration of it, and then the insurance for this year.
The ARPA grant?
Yeah.
Received?
Yeah, that was our ARPA transportation.
Great job.
Yes, that was good. We haven't heard anything on the Lowe's, which is their max. We had the earthquake cleanup. It was very cold and it was very rainy, but we had 28
Always.
people come out
That's
and
great.
I was happy people showed up. So that was good. We had Baker's Dozen donated, they did like a buy one get one deal for us for coffee and donuts. Villa Maria did a raffle basket. What else do we have there? Big Y donated trash bags and waters. And so I wrote them all thank you notes and sent them cards that way, just as like an appreciation. And then we also sent them to Nishanusa as their thank you for coordinating. And the Plainfield Beautification Association we also sent a thank you to because they helped coordinate stuff. And we just submitted the Connecticut DOT transportation grant. This one focuses on bike safety. The max you can ask for is 5,000. We asked for it. This will just be, we're thinking of partnering with the Concert Park series and doing penciling around the track on Lions Park to teach bike safety for the kids. Aside from these ones, we also have Interroyal. We are moving ahead on the cleanup grant for that one. So we had the 300,000 on, in addition to our 250,000 from DCD. So it's 300,000 from EPA. And we are starting to do stuff on it. Our plan is to go out to bid soon to hire the cleanup group. And we do have someone in mind for that who wants to redevelop that property, and we'll eventually go for a SIF grant for that, which is the Community Investment Fund. On my second page, I just wrote down kind of what my goals are in economic development. So kind of where I'm focusing for grants, community outreach, business. So grants will involve doing Interroyal for SIF grant. We're trying to get a historical grant for the town hall because it is an historical site to kind of help with fixing the ADA compliancy, replacing windows, fixing up the clock tower. This grant is a one-to-one match. They will do $250,000. So we have a $500,000 project that will only cost the town $250,000 if we have money allocated for it.
The clock tower?
So it's the clock tower, windows, and ADA compliancy all fall under this grant. As long as we make things historically right.
You still, right,
Yeah.
keeping it. Does that include the ramp?
Yep, so that will all include that grant and helping with that one. Another grant we're hoping to get is something to do with the Moosup Valley State Park Trail. If needed, we will be continuing Lions Park phases. We are still in phase 1 right now. I'm hoping by the end of next week we can start getting concrete down for the fitness equipment and for the basketball courts. Then the Plainfield Pavilion project, we do already have the steep grant for that. That is just for the pavilion and kind of re-engineering the parking lot. Our goal is to make it add a community garden, dog park, things along those lines. Make it more community
Dog
space.
park. Before you think about that, go up to Killingley and look at their dog park.
Yeah, there's bad.
It's bad.
Yeah.
And I would not recommend it.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna have somebody take care of
Yeah,
it.
so-
What about Putnam's? Have you seen that?
No.
Putnam's is nice.
Yeah, I've seen.
But I
Yeah.
wouldn't, you've gotta have the resources to
Yeah.
take care of it.
Yeah, so
I
that
caution
one's-
against that.
Yeah.
People have properties.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
don't really need a dog
Yeah, so
park.
that one's kind of on like the
Yeah.
back end. We
That's on
definitely
my
want to
list.
do the community garden.
Yeah.
That's a big
Community
one.
garden would be awesome. You'd have
Yeah.
to have somebody supervise that too, though.
So how they have it in Putnam is it's in a locked gate.
Look.
And then they have a shed on the property that's also locked, and they have a gardening club that comes in, they have the keys, and then economic development has the keys, so they can kind of schedule things, and this one's right next to high school, so it'd be cool to have, we
You
could
have to
high
have
school.
water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gotta have water.
Which is
It's
good
the most
'cause,
important thing.
the old Plainfield High School is there, so they have all of those.
They have
Everything's-
resources.
Everything's good.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
cautioning you.
No,
So
yeah.
I see these
No,
things.
these are
I'm
good
like, wait a minute.
questions.
Yeah. Laying back.
Yeah, so we're gonna see how we can make that more of a community space once we get the
I
pavilion
think the
there.
pavilion is gonna be
Yeah, it's gonna be
fantastic,
nice.
right in itself.
Yeah, and then also we have the Kate Downing project for the open space. We're still waiting for engineering things, that one's still in early stages. For community outreach, the goal is to expand the cleanup to all 4 villages. Advertising our local events or community calendar,
I'm sorry, can you talk more about that?
Which,
the annual cleanup.
Yeah, oh, the annual cleanup was, sorry, what you just did.
Yeah, so we just did
Yeah.
that one, we kind of focused on Moosup.
Yeah.
I want to try to bring it into Oregon, Central Village, and Plainfield.
yeah, I think that's a good idea, it
Yeah.
just need more kind of volunteers to
Yeah,
commit
so-
to it. But I think you could divvy it up as far as like if you had like a village coordinator,
Yeah.
kind of thing. And that way, when it's all going on, you can maybe meet at one point like in Moosup, but then disperse and somebody will make sure like everyone's got like the resources they
Yeah.
need in Oregon and Central Village.
Yeah, I think you're partnering, like,
Plainfield.
doing like kind of, I believe Mission Moosup is a nonprofit, so
Mhm.
they're eligible for the Black Screen Valley grant. So I'm thinking of, even if I write the grant for her, she sends it in, she can do Moosup Central Village, and then we can write one for Plainfield, Oregon. So that way it gives us $1,000 for
Yeah.
a bigger area, because last year they had, I think 85 people show up to their camp, because it was a beautiful day.
That's where I met everybody.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
like what I can picture is, those of us on this commission could take some, like, I'd be willing to lead a group
Yeah.
here in downtown
exactly.
Plainfield. Maybe June could do an area in
Central
Central
Village.
Village.
Yeah.
You know, and then somebody could tackle Oregon, and Moose Up is obviously well covered.
Yeah.
Moose Up, you know,
Yeah, most of it is well covered, but I think it's because largely, it used to be a big downtown. But there was one in Plainfield too.
Yeah.
Right.
Which needs more development.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I can tell you this, I've done cleanup over by Railroad Avenue, by the tracks. I've picked up like 200 nips
Yeah.
from
The
over
nips.
there. It's crazy, you know,
Yeah,
just by the tracks alone.
yeah, so cleanup is needed.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be nice to kind of, and I think we'll get more volunteers too, if we're in their areas too.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I have to go with that one. And then obviously, still updating the economic development site. I try to chip away each week at a different
That's
section.
good. The best thing is that you have an option, you can actually put things out for us.
Yeah,
When there's community events and you do it right away,
Yep.
it really helps
yeah,
to see that calendar.
yeah, so if anyone has any groups they're part of, they want the community calendar, just let me know, send me an email with their flyer, the dates, and I can upload anything.
Yeah, because I know some that they've never really known who to contact, and I
Yeah.
think they would appreciate it.
Yeah.
Even local churches, I mean, the First Congregational Church, they do, I mean, it's already passed now, but they do an annual pie sale, and they have a flyer for their pie sale. It's like, that would be great to, you know, put something about their
Yeah.
pie sale in there. St. John's Church over here, we have a number of different events throughout the year. It'd be cool to maybe post
Yeah, so
that.
anything, and then if you have flyers, I can print them, and I always post them in the town hall too, and I'll
Yeah.
take them down after the event's done. That way no one has to worry about it. Okay, so, why not?
She's right on it.
For business outreach, our goal is to encourage new businesses to expand or to start in Plainfield. I'm currently working on a Why Choose Plainfield presentation, so that way we have any incoming businesses, it'll be, we already have like this presentation there, kind of highlighting how close we are to Boston, Providence, New York, because that is a big selling point for places to get easily onto the roads. And then gathering contact information for all businesses. I learned this one from Kelly, the economic development director. She keeps a master list of every business and what field they're in, so that way if like a manufacturing opportunity comes out like grants or any tax incentives, she puts them all in like an email, sends them the information, and says, hey, this may be a good opportunity for you. So it connects them to the town, which I think we've been lacking for a lot of years, connecting to these businesses. And then of course more ribbon cuttings and finding a way to recognize businesses.
Well, that's,
Have you already, when it comes to business contact information, have you already looked through the PBA list?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have that one. We've been chipping away. They did a business directory, I think in 2021, but some of those businesses aren't around
Right,
anymore.
right,
I feel like
you have to
that.
keep up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were trying to figure out maybe doing, if you go on, I forgot what site it is, it's either Canterbury or Sterling. They have a map on theirs where you can say like, I'm looking for a retail store or something, or pizza place. You can click on it and it'll show you every pizza place on the map,
Yeah.
just local to you in that area.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of where I want to try to integrate a map on our website.
Yeah, we could definitely help with that, actually.
Yeah.
I know, like, a number of businesses that I work with, either through Senate or through PBA, you
Yeah.
know, I know that they would probably love to have their current contact information, you know,
Yeah.
posted.
Here's something, when you go to the map and you zoom in, you see businesses are showing up now on the maps. So it's very interesting. It's kind of like what you have envisioned
Yeah.
to be able to.
Yeah, so I wanted to
Go
primarily
right
focus on
through.
Plainfield, that way when you're looking
Yeah.
for something that doesn't bring you to the outside towns, they rather support.
Like the maps they had at like
Yeah.
places like Conway, New Hampshire,
Yeah,
and it had everything, this is years ago,
Yeah.
drawn on there.
Yeah.
The buildings, everything.
yeah, that's what I want to do for our Explore Plainfield brochure.
Okay,
Because I
okay.
sent them to our printer, and I actually sent him the North Conway map, and I was like, I want this. And I think I sent him like a Pennsylvania map and a New York map.
Yeah.
You need to pick out the things in Plainfield that are unique.
Yeah, so it's expensive. 'cause
Right,
they
of course it
completely
is.
redesigned their map. So
Yeah.
we're chipping away this year, so I told him to highlight, putting like a little wooden sign that says like, welcome to historic, whichever area it is, on the map, that way you can see it. Putting blue for Moose Pond, because right now it's just kind of a little green thing, and I'm like, okay, there's a little like pond,
Yeah.
maybe adding some trees for all the forests we have near us that they can visit. So hopefully I'll have a draft of that soon that I can share with you guys.
Yeah.
It's due soon, so hopefully he does one. So that's it for that report. I can jump in right into ARPA.
Yeah, next old business, our business grant.
Yeah, so ARPA hasn't had any movement. It's still the same percent that we had last month, because their report was due April 1st. I don't have another, it's on the front page. The only thing that was changed was, where is it? Cloud9, they spent more money, but they're still in the more than 50% of funds used, so they stayed in that same range. Moosehead Pond will be using their entire amount this summer to do their aquatics thing, so we're still working with them, even though we didn't get the grant, we're still connecting them with everything they need for them, seeing where we can help them.
Who's Cloud9?
It is, I think, a vape shop, right by Hope Lodge.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, so she's been really using this grant well.
Yes, she has.
Yeah, she's been upgrading all of her display cases and.
But she's been there like 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. I think that was, we do have one business that we haven't heard from in a while. So we have sent them a certified letter and we are hoping to hear from them soon. But that's the only one where everyone else is responsive, they answer everything we send them, and they're all doing reports on
What
time.
is the orange and the red?
Orange is what they spent, blue is what we were awarded, like what they were awarded.
Moosehead Pond hasn't done anything with it?
No, and we still have their money in our
How
account.
would they plan to do it?
They're gonna use it to do the pond lilies, and I forgot what the other one was.
Now, Eldridge kind of surprises me, because I'm sure there's a lot of things
So they're gonna use theirs for a grant match. They got a historic grant a
Mhm.
couple of years ago, so I think they're just figuring out when they're starting that.
Okay.
And then they're gonna use that for their matching for it. But they have that money for it.
Yeah.
So they send us the reports every quarter to make sure that.
I have something, I had a prototype made of
Oh, yeah.
the bag, the swag bag.
Oh, it's fine.
I
And we
like
can,
it.
I've got a price list for those.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You wanna see it?
Yeah.
Love it.
Depending on how many you buy, I have a price list I
Yeah.
can share with you.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I'll make a copy of it.
I like that.
Because I really think it would be neat if, like, if you bought up to 200, they'd be $6 each.
Okay.
And I was thinking if we sold them for $10, the money left over, we could donate to something like Project Pay.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what we'd have to go through to be able to get approval for this. I'm not sure, but here, this is yours.
Oh. I like it. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
I'll make you a copy.
Yeah, that'd be
I'll make a
perfect.
copy of the-
Yeah,
We
we'll,
could, you know, maybe hand them out at job fairs. You know,
Yeah.
the people, the vendors
yeah.
that come and give them one each, you know, and then some.
And then have ribbon cutting.
Yeah.
Ribbon
very
cuttings,
nice.
yeah, for businesses. I mean, if you like it, if you
No,
want
I
to
do
do
like
that.
it.
I like the price.
Yeah.
If you buy more than 200, it gets cheaper. It's
Yeah.
like $5.50
Yeah.
a bag.
Yeah, and we'll have, we can be at any community events if we want a table there. I will be at all the concerts,
Okay.
just in place of the rec director, so I'll be
Yeah.
there. So
Okay.
I'll have a table if we want to promote anything, we can also do that.
Okay.
I do have one new business thing,
Mhm.
like it's kind of in regards to Marie's Fitness. We'll be doing a ribbon cutting August 5th at 11 a.m.
Good.
And she has planned classes around that time too, so that we can do the ribbon cutting and go into the classes they choose to.
And then what day of the week is that?
I think it's a Monday or Tuesday. Let me see. What's Friday?
Is
I
it
have
Friday?
Friday.
I'm happy to be on.
August 5th?
Yeah, Monday, August 5th.
Okay.
And I'll send a reminder as it gets closer too.
Okay, it's Monday.
Yeah. I'll put everything there.
Perfect. That's exciting.
Yes. So,
One of the things that we talked about earlier is business recognition. So I know that we do annually the Business of the Year.
yes.
So my question on that was, are we promoting that now, or do we need to be like circulating that to encourage nominations?
I have something I want to say about that,
Okay.
because I've been on this 3 years, and every time it was picked, it was last minute, right before the PBA event.
Yeah.
And we, give them something, an award or something, but that was it. So I was thinking, we need to write down criteria, could we write a list of criteria
Mm-hmm.
that the business, and print it up and have each one of us have a copy and start sharing this with people to be looking for the business of the year now?
Right, so what I'd like to do is,
That's
once we do that, once we like put together a criteria that we can, you know, all vote on and agree on, and it's official, then I'd like on that, I know the owners, I talk to them regularly when I go support their business, but, you know, I know they're not looking for recognition, but there's people there, you know, the workers have said, like, it would be really nice if we could thank, you know, so-and-so for, you know, running this business for X number of years, and it's like, well, we could, and it's just, we gotta nominate them, and we need some information, you know, there, so I think for some of them, it's just that first step of, here's a form,
Yeah.
you know, if you're interested in nominating this business, you know, and get it submitted to the town hall, and,
Would it be okay if we did that for homework, maybe just wrote down
Yeah.
some ideas about what a business would have to?
so for the June meeting, we'll put that on the
Is
agenda.
that okay?
Yeah.
Because it just,
Yeah, I
it's
think
too
we should
much
get
last
started.
minute, and some people would just put a bunch of anything in, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
And then the other thing was to promote a business online, put it as the business of the year at the website.
Yeah, so we have the business year section, it is now officially updated with all
Okay.
our recipients. I
Okay.
finally got a picture of Ernie Colella, so
How'd you do that?
Yeah,
he just happened to be here, and we just happened to have an award looking like right out of my office, so I ran it down, and I was like, you're taking this picture.
So this will be good, and then businesses can,
Yes.
new ones can work toward,
And we can have,
qualifying.
I can do a paper one, and I'll make an online one too, that we can
Okay.
post, so if we get any paper ones, I can go into the system and add
okay.
them in, so that they can count, and
Is there a when is this business of the year?
So
Well, this is
we-
it, we'll make a deadline.
right, so we
Yeah.
can
Let's
still,
see it, there's a.
so as far as the presentation, I guess that's a question, do we wanna keep it at the Celebrate Plainfield Day as
You
the
know,
presentation, or would we wanna do it in some other?
so I know we did, when Tim Kell went for Project Pin, it was during the tree lighting.
Tree,
but
right,
it was cold, it was
Yeah.
crowded.
Right.
I know it was
You
a
can't
dark
gather.
picture.
There's no way you can do the sound
Yeah.
system out there.
Yeah, I think
So-
Celebrate Plainfield.
I liked
is a
it,
good
yeah,
day.
'cause I was part of the, when the PBA was doing
Right.
it, I know a couple of years ago, was when we organized K&H. So I was up there with
It was
Russ
a big
Phipps, and we did
Yeah.
a quick photo op presentation to Joe out there, but it was nice, because there was a lot of people there at that time paying attention to the opening of the event, so me personally, I think it's okay with,
You kind of have to
Doing it.
make it.
Yeah. And it makes sense to have it
Create our
Celebrate
own.
Plainfield, because we're celebrating Plainfield, and,
right, and local businesses.
Yeah.
And then they get on the map for a year. And
Yeah.
then they get on your website.
yeah.
So to go back to what you were saying, so it would be like a September date, you know, we're still finalizing the promotional for the event, but let's say we go with September 21st. That would be the presentation of it, so we need to then go back a ways and say, okay, so if we're presenting on September 21st, then when would the deadline, when would we want the deadline to be to have it submitted? Then we need to put it on an agenda here to discuss it,
Yeah.
and we want that all to be done prior to September.
And please tell the PBA, don't put it on the day of the Moose Up yard sale.
Yeah, oh yeah, no,
In
we
Moose Up,
already
they
figured
have
that
this
out,
huge
yeah.
door-to-door, you can
Yeah.
walk for miles
Yeah, we're not
yard
gonna.
sale, and they had it on the same day as the PBA event.
Oh, goodness.
It was a little bit of a conflict in town.
Oh.
Yeah. So, okay, so at the next meeting, we'll discuss that
Okay.
more as far as the criteria, the form,
Mm.
and getting that out.
Great.
All right, so that was what we had in new business. Any other items under new business?
Did you make this up?
Oh, yeah, I guess I can say that one.
Yeah,
So
this
this
is
one,
nice.
so Mary Ellen, tax assess,
Yep.
she made this. It's for our food drive here at Town Hall. It will be Saturday, June 1st from 10 to 12. So if you have anything you want to donate, please bring it that day. If you can't come that day, you can always bring it into my office or Mary Ellen's office any other day, and we can just store it there until the day of. Or if you know any local groups that you want to share the flyer with, please do so. We want to get them a lot, because they are in dire need right now of things, so anything you can get, even if it's monetary, we'll take that too. So,
Well, monetary is good because they double it.
Yeah, they
So
do.
They can actually double it and make, buy more food.
yeah,
But they were saying that they needed things for kids, especially
Yeah.
home during the summertime.
yeah, so that's my new business, is
Okay.
okay. Please donate.
Yeah, I've attended quite a
They do
few, we've
well.
done it right out here in the parking lot, a lot of
Yeah.
people just driving
When
through
he
and taking
comes.
bags out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
Gary O
comes.
comes.
Yep.
Yeah, they cover it good.
So, yeah, the only thing I'll add under new business is just we had a successful Plainfield Business Association event on Tuesday. It was at Forge 41 in Moosup. Had about 20 people there, so it was a nice
I
event.
saw the pictures.
Yeah, and it's a great way to not only recognize that business, he told us a little bit about what he does with government contracts and making certain specialty parts under different materials, and how he's got all this machinery packed into this little shop, but he can produce some really sophisticated parts for different government contracts that he gets. So it's really neat to see that that's right, there in Moosup, and a lot of people, had no idea that he had opened up shop there. So it was a great event, and we try to do 2 of those a year. So this was our spring member mingle. We'll try to do another one in like November and have another local business host it then. So we're always looking for places to host it, and it's also an opportunity to
Capacity is 28, that's about what you get.
Yes.
We can squeeze a little more.
Can you repeat the name of that business? for
Yeah,
us?
Forge, F-O-R-G 41.
Are they over where are they now?
So when you're driving into Moosup there, you would take a right. It's one of the first rights where there's some storage, units down there. There's a storage unit area, and it also has a beautiful view at the end with command.
Okay, I know where it is.
But anyways, yeah, he's down there. There's a sign, right, a directory sign there that shows you all the different addresses and
Nice.
places that are down there.
Just out of curiosity, any possibility to get some guests to the next event?
Oh yeah, yeah. And plus we have our regular meetings. I mean, we're always discussing, like, what we're going to be doing now is now that our spring member mingle is done, we're going to be discussing planning of Celebrate Plainfield Day. So we're looking for volunteers, looking for people to help out that day.
It's
And
a good way to go with.
yeah, so
Let us know.
Yep.
When is that,
yep. So it's the second Tuesday of June. I know it can be hard for some people because our time on it is 5:30.
That's our biggest problem.
Yeah. So second Tuesday of June is the 11th. Yeah, so it'll be the 11th, 5:30 at Eastern, I think.
Oh, it's right.
Anybody can go?
Yeah.
Or just,
Oh,
okay, I'm just assuming members could only attend.
No,
Oh,
no,
okay,
it's
that
open
would
to
be
anybody.
so great.
Always trying to get more to go, but
We've gone.
Yeah.
We're not members.
Oh, I just.
Well,
thought
we
you
are,
had
actually, we
members.
are. We are members of it, but we can always go.
You are.
Yeah.
Yeah, Art 9.
yeah, so that was that I just wanted to mention, and then
Yes.
the Northeast Chamber of Commerce, they have, of course, a whole number of events. I would encourage you to go to their website if you haven't. They got a calendar on there, they got an awards gala coming up, they just had a after-hours business menu at Hope Lodge tonight, great event. I love going to them just because I see people from Plainfield, but I also see people from, Killingly, Putnam, all the surrounding areas that talk about their business, so great event, if you can make those in the future. All right, any correspondence?
Nothing.
No. All right, if there is nothing else,
Make a motion to adjourn.
motion to adjourn, is there a second?
It's me.
Okay, all in favor?
I
Aye. We are adjourned.